Hello and welcome to more Mega Man 2! Today we're gonna start Wily stage, but the thing is, I gotta put in this password in. The instant we put it in, it's automatically gonna go to Wily stage. We don't go back to the stage select. We don't actually choose it. So let me put this password in and we'll get started. So just like that, that is the password. So we drop it in and the game's just gonna go ahead and load things up. It'll show us all the power-ups that we got. We got everything, and suddenly, UFOs out of nowhere! And it's Dr. Wily himself. So we have to go through some ear-screeching stuff right now, but once we get into the stage, it's some music that most people would say is their favorite music from the game. I've heard this song so many times, I still love it, but it appeared in I Want to Be the Guy and fan games of that game, so I've heard it so many times, but it's still awesome. What do you say we go and start the first Wily stage? Let's go! So right as we get into things, we've got PPs. There's just gonna be a lot of PPs. I feel like this is like the most overused enemy in the game. PPs are just everywhere, but that's alright. We just gotta jump and shoot stuff. We'll go ahead and grab some crud here. I'm actually gonna get out the metal blade. I don't know why I'm using the basic arm cannon right here. So let's go back, grab some stuff whenever we get hurt, and we should be fine. Now, there's gonna be 6 Wily stages in total, so we'll be doing 3 of those today. Now, up here we do have... I just used an E-tank. Wow, I am dumb. I guess we're just gonna rock it. That sucks a lot. But, well, up here we've got some stuff we have to use items to climb over, so we'll go ahead and use some item 3 right here to climb over this guy. I'll show you guys what the item 1 that we got last time, you'll see what that does in a little bit, but I want to conserve the energy for that because we are definitely going to need it. So now we've got these guys, which are, well, enemies we've seen before, but this time their bacon is not so blue. It's kind of more gray. Well, let's go back to item 3 right here. Got some more walls to climb up. You can actually get over these walls with items 1, 2, or 3. All of them work out pretty fine. Just gotta aim them a little bit differently. Up there we do have a 1-up. Ooh, some energy stuff as well. So I guess we can recharge our item 3 here. I'm just gonna use that to climb back up. And we'll go over and grab that crud. And we can also grab that 1-up while we're at it. Now this right here, if I'm really skillful, I can actually jump and grab onto that. There we go. You could also just use a different item to help you get up there. So we're gonna have some of these guys. Good old Joe. That's his name, is Joe. What item do I want to use? I think I'll just use the basic arm cannon right here. So we'll just go up, wait for him to move his crud, shoot him a few times. I don't really mind if I take a couple of hits. You could also use certain weapons that'll actually aim towards that guy if you wanted to. You could do that instead. I'm gonna leave that energy refill there for good reason, because we might need it a little bit later on. But yeah, if you don't want to deal with taking damage from this guy, there's definitely other weapons you could use that'll, well, you can shoot him at more of an angle, so you don't have to stand right in front of his line of fire. So once we get up here, we've got one springer that we have to jump over, a pink springer for some reason. But once we go up, this is one of the most evil screens in the game. We have to get from here to the top left, and the only way that you can do this is by using item 1. Once we use item 1, it'll drop a little platform that we can jump on, and you can have, you can have up to 3 of them on screen at once. The problem is, if you run out of energy, if you fall too many times, then you basically can't go this way anymore. So I'm gonna do my best here, just like that. So you drop the 3, and there you go. You jump, you grab the ladder. It's pretty tricky, but once you got it, you got it. We just gotta try not to fall back down. So let's go back to, let's do some metal blade here. And let's shoot these guys out the way before they have a chance to knock us off. I mean, of course, if they hit us, we can just grab the ladder again, but I don't want to risk it, man. I've actually had times where I had to give myself a game over because once you die, you actually don't get more energy back. I'm gonna go over to the quick blade or quick boomerang for this. But yeah, when you die, your weapon doesn't come back, the energy doesn't come back, so you probably have to give yourself a game over to actually get that crud. Or I guess you could go down and farm refills off the bacon, guys. But yeah, here we've got Mecha Dragon. We have to go to the side a whole bunch, jump on all these blocks, and eventually climb up top. Now, I'm going to pause real quick, because I got to give you guys a heads up. Once I start shooting this guy, it's going to flash black and white very rapidly. So if that's a problem for you, just look away for like 20 seconds. So here we go. All we got to do is jump up here, shoot this guy a bunch. I like to stand on the top, so that way if he knocks us back, we don't actually die instantly. We'll fall into the block down below here. And yeah, just jump up, keep spamming, and he is dead just like that. And the flashing is over, so you're safe to look back if you were looking away for that. So there you go, a very easy boss. Just make sure you stand up top. If you stand on the block on the bottom or the right, once one of those fireballs hits you, you are going down in the pit, and it's super hard to avoid. You have to like jump over the fireballs and crud. I'm too lazy for that, so I just stand up top. But okay, we're moving on to level number 2. Can I just say, this level's not exactly the most pleasing to the eye to look at, but that's alright. Let's go down, and what do I even want to refill here? I guess we'll do item 1, we'll refill that. Item 1 is definitely my favorite of the items. There's some situations where item 2 is the best, but item 3 is very, very rarely useful. So we'll just have to go deal with these guys. These guys are handy because they will infinitely respawn, so you can actually farm crud off them if you need to. But my item 2 is already fully charged up right here. So here is a place where we can use item 2. Oh, or almost get knocked into the pit and die. Let's actually kill these guys off. But the thing is, once we go over to the side, there's actually a secret we can grab onto, but it's very difficult. So we're going to try. If I die, I'm not going to try a second time, but we'll try once. We got to jump all the way up there. Got it. Okay. So for getting up here, you get an E-tank, but not only that, once you drop down, you also get an extra life. You get lots of energy refills right here, and you also get, well, basically a more convenient path because we'll be able to avoid some enemies down here as well. So a tough secret to get, or a tough extra path to get, but it's very, very worthwhile. Oh no! No, 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 no! Go back up! Oh, crud. Wow. Well, that sucks. Crud! No, he knocked me off of it! Gosh dang it. This is just as I feared. Now I have to farm these guys to actually get more energy refill for my number 2. Kind of annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I probably shouldn't be staying underneath them because it's just gonna all fall into my head. So I want to recharge number 2. This is rough. Okay, I got the secret again. Let's not get knocked off by those shooter guys again. I'm just gonna stay up here, and I'm gonna try to shoot these guys before they even have a chance to get to me. Can I please shoot that guy? Come on. Yes, okay, we got him. So now I can drop down and I can actually grab this crud. On the bright side, I can get one of the lives back that I lost, but kind of unfortunate to get the secret path and still end up dying from it. We got the one up. Now we've got the E-tank as well. Let's drop down. As you saw, there were some instant death spikes down there, so I want to hold to the right as we go down, otherwise I'll die. Well, actually, I was able to hold on right there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to drop down right here, and on we go. In this section, we're going to have lots of moles, and for this section, I love to use Woodman's weapon because it actually one-shot these guys. So it's probably the easiest way to deal with this, and they'll usually drop refills, so you can just keep recharging your leaf shield right here if you need to. Just like that, we get through very, very easily. Now up here, we've got to use an item to climb up top and then avoid that crud up there. So I'm going to use probably number 3 for this guy. So let's just go ahead and drop it like that, and we'll see if we can get up in time for this crud. There we go. Now for the rest of these, I actually want to use Flashman's weapon, so that way I don't have to worry about timing or anything like that. I can just run right through. We don't really need Flashman's weapon for anything else. And after we get past that crud, we just drop right down, and well, more death spikes. Once we go through this spot right here, you want to hold down to the right, because there will be, oh, never mind. Huh, I thought you could drop onto that for some reason, I guess not. But you can go ahead and just use item 1 to get up there, so if you want to get full health, you can. Definitely recommended, because we've got a very tough boss coming up right here. This boss will kill you in just 4 hits, and it's kind of hard to avoid sometime. He actually has a set pattern, so what's going to happen is these blocks on the side will come together, and they'll turn to this crud, and they'll start to come at you. So you have to try to dodge where the blocks are coming from. Try not to get hit as they come. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that they will never come from these black spots. After they leave those spots, those are kind of safe spots. So you can just start to stand on those spots to keep yourself safe. And the bubble weapon will always one-shot this guy. So as soon as you start seeing these little spots, just go to those safe spots and do your best to avoid things. I'm actually doing pretty good right now. Normally I get wrecked by this boss, but looks like I'm doing okay this time. Now you gotta be careful as well. If you shoot the guy too early, the weapon will just not damage him and it'll still keep coming for you. But wow, I actually did pretty good for once. Hooray! Well, let's move on to stage number 3. It's gonna be a short one, but a very difficult one. Okay, here we go. Once again with some pretty ugly colors in this place, but I think they're trying to go for like a grimy robot factory type of look. So we can recharge some stuff there. There's an E-tank over there. This is actually a section I wanted to hold right for as we drop down. I think I'm gonna go ahead and whip out the number 1s just to try to actually get that crud. We do have to use 2 crash bombs to get through it. Actually, sometimes you can get through it with just 1. So let's see if I get lucky here. Yep, okay, so we get through with just 1. I'll go ahead and grab that E-tank, and we'll go down here as well and grab this guy. Let me see what I want to recharge for this one. For this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and recharge number 2, just in case I decide I want that for later, but I think we won't need it. So here we're going to drop down and get more energy if we need it. You can actually jump from here. Let me kill this guy. You can jump from here without using any items, so I guess I'll go ahead and grab that crud. Might as well get some flash, man. Why not? So we'll just jump up just like that, grab that crud, and we can also use a simple number 1 to get over here. Might as well recharge our number 1 while we're at it. And down we go. We are not to the difficult parts yet. Now we're going to be in this little water section. Through this area, I kind of just want to hold to the right and go as fast as I can, keeping in mind that we've got to deal with water physics and all that. But once we get to these big gaps, if we don't go fast, these big fish will come up and try to eat us. So we just want to hold to the right as we go across, and we'll get through just fine. So now we've got lots of instant death spikes we have to watch out for. And here is the very, very infamous section where we have to drop through and Try not to push to the left too early and get instantly killed as we drop. Yeah, this is the difficult part. Let me try that again. Though, to be honest, it's not that bad because when you get a game over in this game, you actually just go right back to the start of the stage, and this first section of the stage is actually quite short and very easy to get through, so it's not that bad when you look at it that way. But let's try this again. So I pushed to the left a little bit too early. I want to hold off a little bit more here. There you go. Gotta go to the left a little bit more again. And I think we're just about good. I think that's all we really have to do here. Yeah, the rest of this is not going to be a free fall. We actually have some floors we can walk on. You still got to be careful, of course, but not quite as big of a deal. And there we go. We've actually made it. Let's keep going. We've got a couple of these guys, but we're just about at the boss. Like I said, this stage is super, super short. Oh, there he is. Okay. And gotcha, sucker! Crud, I thought we were done. There's one more of these guys still. Okay. But we're just about at the boss. And for this guy, we want to go and use the quick boomerang. And I know there's at least one of you guys in the comments who absolutely loves Quickman. So shoutouts to you. Let's go ahead and try to take this guy down. I'm in the middle of the boss fight right now. I'm going to go ahead and edit this in before that. This boss is going to have lots of flashing as well, so just a heads up. Here we go. You might recognize him if you've played Mega Man 1. We got Gutsman right here, but this time he's in tank form. And for this guy, we just want to jump up top here and basically shoot his head a bunch. So yeah, we just want to jump up top, shoot his head a bunch. He does not that much damage, so honestly, we don't really have to be that careful. And there you go. The boss is defeated. Super, super easy boss right there. The flashing is over. And that's going to wrap things up for Wily stage number 3. There's still stages 4, 5, and 6 to go. Of course, number 6 is going to be the most difficult. So we'll get to that one eventually. But you know what, guys? We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. We'll tackle the last 3 stages and wrap this game up. I'll see you guys then. Take care. Actually, one final note. You don't get a password automatically, but if you get a game over right here, it'll give you the password. So between this episode and the next, I'm going to get a game over just so I can get my password. All right. See you guys next time. Take care.